Hi. Fingers crossed my cat doesn't ruin everything, because he's already eyeballing that microphone. So, anyways, hi. Welcome to another MSQ Monday. My day's been pretty hectic. But we're here. So, I'm excited to get back to the story. I have not done much with the game over the weekend. Been kind of trying to save it. I've been playing a bunch of Horizon Zero Dawn still, and I'm playing Nier Automata again, which I haven't finished, and there's a very long reason for that. I've started it a bunch of times on a bunch of different consoles, but I'm excited to hopefully get through the whole game this time, because I really love it. I think it's really fun, and I want to play the sequel now. But other than that, it's hopefully just going to be a pretty chill night. Or day. Depending on where you are. Trying to get that lighting adjusted. But yeah, my cat Simba, he already wants to be really involved today. So, fingers crossed that. No, he's trying to get the Moogle on the loading screen. No, baby. Come here. No. No. Don't scratch. Handful. He sure is. Say hi. So happy. Careful. No, don't rub on that. You're gonna move the whole camera. Oh, nice. That's about to fall. Very cool. Okay. Yeah, that was totally about to fall. Okay, but I think we're good now. We are just staring down at the grass. It takes my game a second. I think I've mentioned that since I switched data centers, things just load in a bit slower than they used to. And I used to play like pretty heavy for hours and hours and hours on the same computer, so I'm not sure what that's about. Hopefully we have a lot less frame dropping issues than we had last time. Fingers crossed, right? Anyways, I think we're good to go. I don't think I have anything I need to do. So I guess we should just go ahead and teleport to where our next quest is. And I'm gonna give the game a quick second after that because it is just pretty slow on startup. And I'm not sure if just since I played regularly or before I switched data centers, my computer was just doing a little better, and maybe now it's having more performance issues as it kind of ages and stuff. Could just be time for an upgrade for some parts, maybe. We'll have to see. Okay. We're gonna need the keyboard there, Simb. Could you maybe sit somewhere else? He makes everything so easy. Okay, well now we're just getting quests, so I guess I don't need the keyboard just yet. Consider yourself lucky. I know. You sure are something. I'm probably gonna incorporate him into like my emotes, hopefully, one day. I had some fun. Those are the ones I already have. But that's okay. I upgraded at the market board since I was a little over leveled earlier on. But anyways, I had some fun ideas for my alerts, having like Simba be on some of them. I have some fun ideas for it that I think would work well. Maybe. That water is not very cold. Should you wish for further employment, mayhap you could speak with Alize. I believe she was planning to search the surrounding area for Imperial patrols. If you go now, you may be able to catch her before she departs. Right. I guess we'll try. He makes it sound like she's pretty far away. I spent the weekend fixing some of my alert stuff. They actually... It sounds really dumb, but they looped constantly, like ever since I started streaming. I actually tried, I had like maybe 3 streams, like 2 or more years ago. And I actually had one of those like very few streams that I did. I had a follow alert on screen for like 25 minutes and I had no idea. I only had one monitor at the time though. I'm not sure why, but so those don't loop anymore. They go away when they're supposed to, and I've just like changed up some fonts and stuff. I haven't changed all of the little icons for them yet, but I did change them. Alphino told you about my plans and you wish to come with me? Well, far be it from me to refuse you. If truth be told, I'm not entirely sure what I expect to find. In the wake of your failed assassination attempt, the Imperials demonstrated uncharacteristic restraint. There were no public executions, and not a single village was put to the torch. But, as I mentioned earlier, our latest intelligence does suggest a purge is imminent. For all we know, they could be out in the field even as we speak, surveilling their targets and making plans. If so, we need to put a stop to it. Let us begin our search in the north. To the north, I guess. Simba, I'm really gonna need that keyboard now. Okay, I see the icon. It's not far from here, so I guess we're just going to go out of here the way we had to before. I scoot the keyboard over. Is that alright with you? He might agree. I just feel like that camera keeps moving. My camera is attached to my ring light right now, and it's not very sturdy. My monitor was just too low of a height to sit it on. But my ring light, it kind of like rotates really easily, like any sort of like movement on the desk. Oh, Simba, you can't scratch. How many cats do you think scratch on monitors? And how did I get so lucky? We'll move that map because Simba is in that as well. No, Simba. No, no. Yeah, he seems to be content with laying down for now. If you act this bad when I'm streaming, you might not be a part of the branding in the future after all. He's cute sometimes, but he really is kind of a demon. All quiet for now. Follow me to the next location. Oh, I actually did get on this game for a bit this weekend. I went to another Final Fantasy streamer's birthday party. It was her real birthday. But she had like an in-game party. That was super fun. I got to go to an in-game wedding very early on in when I started playing. And I haven't been to like an actual like in-game like party, I guess, since then. It was fun. He's really intrigued by everything on the monitor today. Like my minions especially. And maybe move these up here. No Imperial patrols near our headquarters. Then good. The last thing we need is a repeat of Rauger's Reach. Even so, 'twould be prudent to wait to search a little longer. Whatever you say, girl. Just tell me where to go. No, Simba. No, lay down. I considered wanting to stream something a little... I'm not already having connection issues. That seemed to be more of an internet issue though. I considered streaming something a little more... I don't know, just easy today, just because I've kind of had a rough one. But this seems fun for now. I just hope we don't have the next dungeon today. That might be a little much. But, I mean, if we get to it, I'm sure we'll just play it anyways. Not exactly the enemy I was worried about. Damn it all. I can't just leave the carcass lying in the middle of the road. That's what I do when I kill them. You've gotten strong. I guess so. Next to you, I feel like a child playing at swords and sorcery, though mayhap it suits me better than books. I owe much to a Mikote I met on my travels. He was a master of these techniques and kindly agreed to teach me the fundamentals. For a second, I thought she was referring to the fact that my character switched races, but I don't know why I thought that. But I could never warm to common rapiers. I vastly preferred using a blade of my own creation despite the toll it took on me. Urianje's gift was a godsend, to be honest. Anyway, we're falling behind. We should split up and try to recoup some lost time. We've heard rumors of Imperial soldiers skulking about as disguised as villagers. One was supposedly spotted near the ribbons to the south of here. Go and see if there's anything out of the ordinary. Okay. She just had me run all over town. Simba, you gotta get your head out of the screen, my man. How did I get all the way down here? Well, I'm supposed to be way up there. How do you suggest I get there? It really is in the middle of everything that I need to see. Higher than this? I don't know how to get there. Hi, Probable Wallaby. How are you on this fine Monday? I'm alright. Like, that's the best I have today. I'm okay. But I hope you're having a good one. you been up to anything fun? Any more questing on here? Okay, we finally found where we were going. Level 38. That is great. You guys are moving right along. You're wondering why I'm looking around everything. It's because I have to. I can't even see my keys. Simba, I can't see my keys. You're gonna have to get down. I'm really sorry. So sorry. Lay down. Maybe he will take that suggestion. I don't know. You fought the first primal. That is very exciting. You'll be where I am in no time. I'm just kidding. Don't rush it though. I know you're not, but you got plenty of time to get to all of the fun story. Sounds like that preferred bonus is doing you well though. Have you gotten distracted by anything? Have you picked up any crafting classes or thought, this class is fun, but maybe I should pick up this one just to see, you know? Oh, hello there, young lady. My associates and I are in search of fertile soil for farming, and this land caught our eye. You doubt my words? You suspect we have some other purpose in coming here? How vexing it is to be questioned in this manner. Very well. She desires the truth and she shall have it. Deal with her. Damn. Okay. I see how it is. Simba, you gotta lay down, my man. Simba, you got... Please. If you sit up, you're gonna pull the microphone right out of its spot. Sorry. He's being such a terror. Oh, you are gonna pull it out. Simba. No. Hang on just a second. Sorry. Okay, sorry. I don't want to jinx myself, but I've got him making biscuits on a blanket now, so I need a squishmallow, so we might be okay. I'm gonna try Dark Knight. Loves mobility of the body. Yeah, Dark Knight does seem really cool. I would have mine leveled if it wasn't for the fact that I'm just really uncomfortable with tanking. Has that experience been okay for you, tanking? Yeah, Bard is really nice, and I like that it doesn't come with like a ton of pressure. very nice mobility. Plus you get some pretty cool stuff. I only have mine leveled to, what is it, 62, I think? Oh no, 60. Yeah, I got mine to 60, picked up Dancer, and pretty much didn't do anything else with it. But I loved it for a long time. If Dancer hadn't came out, I probably would have never switched. Super nerve-wracking to tank. Yeah, that's what I'm worried about. I'm so afraid of messing up mechanics and disappointing people even as a DPS, where it doesn't make any sense, really. So I just can't imagine. I'd love to tank at some point. Just to like, because I have healed a little bit in like pretty early dungeons. I could never heal in like raids and stuff. Not that I've even gotten to those, but yeah, it does seem pretty nerve-wracking. I don't see how people just do it all the time, and especially like really high-end content too. But like anything, any class, I'm sure it'll kind of just feel normal once you're more used to it, you know. Saw them attack you while this one fled. Since you seem to have everything in hand, I decided to capture him. An Imperial, I presume? Can I not move the text from these cutscenes? Like it's a little bit covered up by my layout. I think so. I knew it would come to this, but at the hands of a Westerner, a Dolman would at least know the rights. You think you understand, but you do not. She will burn it all before she surrenders. She will never kneel again, nor should she. Okay. Yeah, I feel like the videos are... Oh no! I look away for half a second. I know the videos are like kind of intended for tanks just to like know everything that's going on. I still like watching them just so that I'm not tripped up by any like boss mechanics or anything. Even though it does kind of spoil a little bit of it for me. So it's kind of fun to do the last dungeon with like just going into it not knowing anything. But they are pretty useful for tanks. Elizabeth used to tank. Great at it. Yeah. Maybe if like some days you aren't feeling like tanking, like she could pick up a tank class maybe at like a higher level, one that doesn't start out like all the way down at 1, and you guys could like switch out which ones you want to do sometime. Maybe some of you could try healing, you know? It's fun. Healing is, I know you can't pick it up yet, but I think Astrologian is really fun. That's the only class I have healed as before. And only a little bit. I think it's like, starts at 30. I think I've leveled it to maybe 38. Maggie Shirley, how are you today? Play more Final Fantasy 14. That's one of the great things about how, you know, your character can be every class, is you can kind of just like switch it up day to day and still have like your one character that you stick with and are like attached to. Okay, I'm super excited for the classes in Endwalker. I don't know what I'll pick. I mean, I'll pick them all up obviously, but I don't know. I was so sure when like Dancer came out that I had to play it. I'm like just like the gear that they showed. It just seemed really cool. I'm not sure with this one yet. I'm undecided. Camera will not. That's fine. Rest assured, the Nayuri will receive due compensation. Young Asahai has great potential. That much is plain. I don't know what this flashback is, so I'm just gonna. If he applies himself, he may one day be granted the opportunity to go to Garlemald, and learn from some of the leading authorities in the field of magitech. Few citizens are afforded such treatment, however, much less people of the provinces. You will need to do more. Oh, Oh, of course. I have no doubt that we shall. My husband and I only want the best imperial education for our boy. Okay. Oh, that's the hair my character used to have, but in pink. I actually switched to that hair when I Fantasia'd to Zayla, but I made it like the same color and everything, but I ended up deciding that I wanted a different look for her, the different hairstyle. But it's just nice to see it sometimes. I finished planting the rice, Mother. I think the hair looked better with the cat ears that my character used to have. I think they just kind of like were part of it to me, so without it, it just looked, the shape of the bangs were just odd. At least on my character. Not while the officer is here, Yatsu. Oh, it's a flashback about her. Inside now. They're probably gonna make me feel bad for her. Elizabeth is looking at Reaper if we are leveled enough to switch when it comes out. Yeah, Reaper looks really cool. I don't think we've seen much of how it plays yet. But it looks pretty cool. The gear looks nice from like the little bit that we've seen. I'm just really intrigued about how Sage looks. And I don't really know what to call all the stuff spinning around it, but it just looks really cool. Yeah. I feel like Reaper is like a really cool DPS counterpart to what Dark Knight kind of is for tanks. Like it's very like dark and edgy, and I think that's really cool. I'm definitely gonna pick it up and try it out, see how it plays. Only a few more months, so yeah, they look really cool. I'm excited. I don't remember. I know we've seen that, I know we've seen Alphino was gonna pick up Sage, right? Because, if you don't know, I'm pretty sure it's been the whole time that when new classes come out from an expansion that there's like a main story character that like starts using that class. And I don't know if we've seen who, I mean, I have not looked because, you know, I'm behind in the story, but I don't know who's gonna pick up Reaper, but I think that's exciting to find out. I think we have seen Alphino as Sage, though. I don't know. You didn't mention that you had a daughter. My sister's not mine. Call me rest her soul. She is utterly hopeless, but one cannot choose one's family. Man, they're so mean to her. Now I do feel bad. They haven't even started to make me feel bad, and I already do. I'm glad you guys are enjoying the game so much. It's really fun. And it's definitely more fun with friends. So, that's definitely a benefit. Indeed, she's of age to receive an education as well, is she not? Yet we have no records. I trust I need not remind you of your legal obligations. No, of course not. But she is weak and sickly. Some days she has not the strength to leave her bed. Though, a thought occurs to me. Mayhap we can come to an understanding? What is she gonna do? Please tell me she didn't give her up to that. That would make me so sad. That was a near thing. I guess. What happened? We were talking and then all of a sudden you were somewhere else. Did one of those soldiers hit you on the head or something? Sorry, it's been a long day. Some of these words are just going like right over my head. Well, if you say so. We should go and tell the others what happened here. I'm really glad you guys are enjoying the game. It's really fun. And I don't even know how fun it is yet, because I'm only, what, maybe halfway through this? Got patch content in between that and then Shadowbringers? All the good things I've heard about that. Who knows where we're going from here, man? And I don't know how much you've looked into, but Endwalker is going to wrap up the kind of storyline, not the game, obviously. Yoshi P has said that he's still going to be working on 14 for a long time. But the, like, story arc and, like, the characters that have been going on for all of this time since A Realm Reborn, Endwalker is, like, wrapping up that story, so it's, like, a really, really big deal. And I can't even imagine what's gonna come after that. Like, I don't know. Can we get up this way? You know what? I don't care. We're just gonna teleport right back there. No, it's nothing like a reset or anything. It's just wrapping up like that story, and then you like we'll be going into a new story with our characters and everything, I believe. It's just like a nice conclusion to like all of the stuff that has been going on since A Realm Reborn. But it's nothing like when, you know, like everything was lost before A Realm Reborn came out. Not like that, I don't believe. It's very much just like, that'd be really worrying. That would have been a terrible time to get into it, wouldn't it? No, it's just, I imagine some new characters and just like a change, you know, in the conflict. Who knows what that even means though? I can't imagine how like big of a conclusion that's gonna be. Thank you. You didn't have to come with me, but you did, and for that I am grateful. I told the others of our encounter with the disguised soldiers. Though we dispose of the bodies, it is only a matter of time before their comrades note their absence. As if we needed any more reason to act quickly. Are you sure you're all right, by the way? You've been awfully quiet since we returned. I don't need those, because I already have them. I believe that's what I'm using right now. We're just gonna take the materia and do something with it. And our quests are 67 right now, and we are mid 68. So that's not too bad. We're not as overleveled as we were before. Yeah, it seems like it's going to be a really big deal. I obviously have not looked into too much, and I'm going to have to avoid well, actually, no, I'm not going to have to avoid so much, because when it comes out and there's more details, I will be through Shadowbringers and I'll be caught up. I'll be done with Stormblood, through Shadowbringers. Not rushed, of course, but until then, I like am very, very careful about what I look up, because I shouldn't know anything that's going to happen. Because I'm very behind. I'd tell you to rest and leave the rest to the others, but seeing as that isn't in your nature, I think it's going to be a mega big deal. Oh, and have you seen, I don't know how much you've looked into with it since you did start playing pretty recently, but have you guys looked into, just look up the whole island sanctuary situation if you haven't. It's going to be super wholesome. Oh, and there's a new housing district being added in Ishgard, by the way, which is the main city in Heavensward. Which is kind of a big deal, but also I imagine people have been waiting for it for so long that the houses are just going to be snapped right up. But look up the island sanctuary stuff, because it's going to be super wholesome and fun. I'm so excited for it. Luckily, I'll be caught up on the story when that comes out. Otherwise it would keep me very behind. I'd tell you to— oh, I already read. Lise returned but a moment ago, looking a bit worried. It would seem that trouble is afoot in Namai. You may as well go and ask her about it. As for me, I will not impose it upon you any further. Where's Lee's? Maybe. We've barely got enough armor as it is, huh? I doubt that just doing that little arm thing is offering her much help. Just kidding. Oh, you're here to help? That's a relief. I've been trying to help the villagers and Amai get ready for the operation. But we've run into a few problems. You remember how we're supposed to stir up trouble as a diversion, right? Well, the thing is, we don't have enough armor to go around. I thought the Doman Liberation Front would be able to furnish us with some, but it seems that's not the case. I was about to go and tell Issei. Why don't you come too? Aw, pink chocobo. I've really gotta just suck it up, spend a little bit of gil to change the color of mine. That's so cute. You have to put them in, chocobo stables, which you can get through a house or an FC house or an apartment complex. They have their own stables. Hi, Nanaka Sena. How are you doing? We are doing Stormblood main story quests. And I haven't checked to see where we're going yet. And we're just talking about the not spoilery stuff that we are hoping for in Endwalker, because I'm obviously very behind in the story, so nothing spoilery or anything like that. But just cool stuff with the classes. And I'm excited to see what the Island Sanctuary is like, oddly enough. Just having a chill time, going through the story. Hoping to be caught up all the way through Shadowbringers, because Endwalker comes out the month of my birthday, so it's a present to me. Oh, you're here too. I heard about those soldiers you and Alize encountered. I'm glad you're all right. Right then. He still did us pretty dirty, but again, his parents are dead, so. We've gathered up all the rope we could find in the village, and every tool with an edge, but it's still not enough. Even a hoe would suffice. But there are no more to spare. Thank you, Chikusa. Ryosen could use a hand if there's nothing else. As for more tools, I may have some in my home. Go and search, take whatever meets your needs. I'm excited, it's getting pretty good. It's been kind of a slow day for me. Well, kind of a crazy day, so I'm feeling just kind of, we're just kind of going through it. The story. I made enough rice balls for everyone, including some special ones for Lady Yugiri. Can I go and give them to her? You silly girl, of course you can. Hurry. You'll never know when she'll have to leave on a secret mission. We're pretty busy. I feel like in all this conflict, I would not just send her on her own, considering all the tragedy their family has faced, but hopefully she comes back fine. Sorry about that. Everyone's been trying to contribute since Lord Heian returned. There's so much to worry about. You're doing well, though I have to ask, have you had any luck finding more armor? Unfortunately, no. Unlike weapons, there are no substitutes for proper protection. That's true. It's not as though we need full suits of Imperial plate, but we're not soldiers. If we attack without any equipment, we'll be slaughtered. The Doman Liberation Front doesn't have any to spare. I suppose we could ask Hancock, but there's no telling how long it would take for him to send us supplies. Do you have an armorer in the village, or anyone with some skill to fashion armor? There is one man, a craftsman who fled the Enclave. He's experienced and may be able to help. I don't know if I can persuade him too, though. Maybe you two could come with me? Sure, why not? You have to do 2 MSQs? You have... Not sure what you mean by that. Do you have an alt that you keep leveled in the same story as well? His name is Tsunanuki, and he lives in Kusakari in the south. Come with me. Or do you mean you only have 2 main story quests left? I don't know. Right on the way, I guess. I hope we're going the right way. Looks like we'll be able to get there from here. I thought that was just gonna be like a big drop off for a second. That was not too far. Not bad. Who are these starry-eyed youths who stand before me? One who sings of rebellion? Of liberation? Haha. Surely they would not think to trouble me with such foolish dreams. Oh, go ahead and say what you will, but do not take offense if I die from laughter. He thinks it's funny. That's pretty cool. But I do have a habit of collecting main story gear for classes that it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I'll get what I want. Ooh. Very cool. Say again? You could have me fashion armor for villagers who wish to fight Imperial regulars? Mad fools charging boldly to meet their deaths. Bring me steel, and I shall give them shells to shield their soft bellies. Okay. You could just say yes. Yes, yes. Plates of steel, all that you can carry. Sounds like we're gathering. The better to shield them from blade and bullet. If only it were so today, man. If only it were so simple, Master Tsunanuki. Steel plates are not so easily procured. Blind, deaf, and dumb you are, boy. We are awash in broken steel. Magitech great cylinders come crashing to the earth from on high. I guess. Shatter them to bits with my explosives. They will not fail you, for I made them to kill Imperials. Bring me my steel and you will have your armor. Well, it's not like we know any other armorers who can help. At least we get to blow things up. Thanks for the bright side, Lise. Thank you, thank you. Okay, it looks like from the map... Even having, like, where it's slow for my mount to show up. Interesting. I don't see why the underwater diving works with mounts, but swimming doesn't. That's okay. Maybe don't want to stand on that bomb when I do that maybe? Did that not work? Oh. That's what I did, wasn't it? Oh. As I moved. That's fair. For some reason I thought it would have this like whole like explosion radius. I don't know. We're not on 100% today, but we're doing as best we can. It's fine. I thought if anything, I could have done two things, right? I could have just canceled my stream and then sat around feeling sad that I canceled it, or I could stream not feeling my best and at least feel good that I actually got on here and did it, so why not? We got more explosions to do. Wow, that one had a lot. Nice. No, Simp, I thought you were sleeping. Nope, don't. You sit in front of the ring light, but don't rub on it because I'll move my camera. I've already moved it. I've got to get a more stable setup in that regard. But it's good for the time being, so can't complain. Need to get more of those at some point. I don't remember what level you can gather those from. I think I bought like a big chunk on the market board a long time ago, and I just haven't had to get any since, I don't think. Well, it looked like I can get up there. I should be able to. Oh, anyway, I was talking about games I played over the weekend besides this. I'm still playing Horizon. I took a little bit of a break from it this weekend. I mostly played Nier Automata again. I was talking about, hang on. You have the mini plates of steel I demanded? Show me. He seems surprised. You didn't give us bombs to blow it all up. Then you are committed to your cause. Dressing villagers as soldiers and marching off to war? That's so sad. He's being so mean. Stupid, stupid fools. Doma is dead, and so are her people. Lord Kyan, Lord Hien, all dead. Their blood is on our hands. Damn. 'Twas Lord Kyan who saved us. He spared us the worst when the Garleans came. Every shred of pride and honor he cast aside without a second thought, all to win their trust, all to serve as their puppet, restored to his throne years later with a paper tiger. Such shame he must have felt, but no matter. He would suffer it for his people. A life as slaves is better than none at all, he believed, but not us. Are you gonna get that? That was actually what made me want to finally... I've wanted to finish it for a long time. That was what I was gonna get into. Let me get into it in a second after this cutscene. After my lady died, we began to whisper in his ears dreams of freedom and liberation. We pushed him to take action, if only a little. 10 years of preparation, of machinations. So careful we would be, and yet, Doma burned for our foolishness, not for that of Lord Kyan. Monza and the Enclave, they were raised for our sins. We murdered them all, don't you see? We murdered you all. You need some therapy. You're wrong, Master. We are still here. We're still alive. Lord Kyan too lives on in our hearts, and in his son for Lord Hien has returned. Lord Hien? Alive? It cannot be. You lie. Nope. We probably could have brought him with us. Be a little more believable. It's the truth. Hien came back to Doma to help her fight for freedom. Could it be? My Lord Hien yet lives? Oh. I like this server. I switched. I was on the Crystal Data Center. I was on Diabolos up until February. I switched to play with some friends, and then they just ended up not playing that much, so I'm just kind of here. But I like it so far. Veins of steel to bind the chest and belly. Yes, yes. I must heat the forge and begin work at once. 10, 100? How many do you need? All that and more you shall have. So happy now, at least. Yay. I don't care if I keep getting things I don't need. I'm gonna get that because it's cool. Anyways, what I was getting into was I bought Nier, the first one, when it came out, which I feel like was 2016, 17, late 16, I don't know. I had it then, I started playing it then, and I was playing it on a different account on the PlayStation I was playing it on. I was playing it on someone else's account. So then I lost that save when I lost that PS4. And then I tried to get it legally on my computer, and it just didn't work, so it wasn't worth it. And then I started playing it on Game Pass on an Xbox, and then I didn't have that Xbox anymore. And then I had a PS4 again. So now that's what I'm playing it on. I want to actually get through the whole game this time instead of restarting a bunch. I love the game. I think it's super fun. I want to get through it. And actually, what made me think of it again was that I saw the sequel came out, or the remake of the one before that. And I don't know how I haven't finished that game because I was so in love with it when I first got it. So that's what I was doing this weekend. I've kind of taken a little bit of a break from Horizon because that game is just really fun. Even after 25 years of oppression, they still have it in them to stand up and fight. We just have to show them the way forward. Sei and I will stay and help Tsudanuki finish the armor, so you've no need to wait around. Simba is back in front of our monitor, by the way. It is great. Why not go back to the House of the Fierce? I'm sure there's plenty of work left to be done. Ask about and see what you can find. Okay. We are just gonna teleport there. Don't see any reason to walk. Why must you be so in the way, Simba? He's out of the camera, but he's this close to my face. And his whole head is like in the middle of the monitor. And he knows I'm talking about him. Everything is in order, miss. Under Lord Gosetsu's sage tutelage, we grow stronger by the day. Great. Good to hear it. This is where I would see my... This is where my map icons would be. If I could see them. Simba. require no assistance, comrade. Lord Hian's instructions to me are quite clear. I need only transcribe them for the benefit of our Zayla allies. Speaking of Lord Hian, if you are eager to be of service, mayhap you could seek him out? Keep an eye on him, perchance, should he decide to venture outside. Well, that doesn't sound good. That sounds like something happened. Help? Oh, no. I will not impose upon you without cause. Rest assured that everything is in place and everything is fine. Okay. Yes, I cannot even see my keys. Or my map, Sam. I'm looking at the map on my other monitor through Streamlabs. Whatever works. Oh, he's not outside, he's right here. Let me guess. Someone asked you to act as my protector? Ah. To hear them mutter, one would think I intend to stride up to the castle gates on my own. I feel like I'd believe that. He seems like that type of guy. The truth, of course, is rather less dramatic. I'd hoped to look on the castle one last time before the battle. Would you care to join me? You'd be setting a lot of fretful minds at rest. Very good. Then let us depart from Monzen at once. I guess. I think everybody asks me like I have the choice which one of these places I go. You want to come help me? Sure. You're literally my quest. And we are definitely getting to that dungeon today, aren't we? Which way is the best way to go? It almost looks like it could connect through here. Maybe? We're gonna try that. This seems to be the right way to go, which is good because I wouldn't have seen it normally. I would have just swam out like I used to do before I had the before I could teleport there. Discovered a new location. That looks fun. We won't do it right now. My goodness. Monzen was home to many great and powerful families. Men of honor, samurai ones. Great swaths were raised, and people put to the sword. What little remains stands as a testament to what was, and what will never be again. So dramatic. Come, I will take a closer look. Ooh. You have to kick some ass, Dracarys. Come on. So I can't see anything, my man. I don't know if you know how Dancer works, but I can't play it like that. I just won. Why is that not working? Whatever. I don't know what's going on with the computer today. Anything. I'm looking at all of my skills from Streamlabs. And his AoEs too, I guess, Simba. I really expected him to lay down. He was making biscuits on the blanket and everything, man. It's just so hard for me to fight right now. But oh well. At least my dance worked this time. Nope, I thought that was 3. Normally I could be a little more engaged and talkative during combat, but can't see my screen. Somebody really gotta move. Sorry. The problem is if he lays down right now, he lays his head under my microphone cord, which is just in an awful spot right now. And so if he sits up, he's just gonna pull it down. It's gonna make a terrible loud noise, and I wouldn't want that for anyone. And I don't want to fix it. No sentries, at least at the living sword. Those shambling suits of armor have the run of the place. I think this was once a bustling street so full of life. A river of people with a current all its own. But even then, the Imperials walked among us. Sometimes openly, sometimes discreetly. We were always aware of their presence. And we were complicit. He did what he had to do to preserve the peace, to keep our people safe. But at what cost? Forgive me, this is neither the time nor the place for such dark musings. They did serve to remind me of the barracks which once stood to the west of here, where there may yet be some weapons for our comrades to use. Well, if you head down that street past those makeshift barricades, you will come to the ruins. I will search elsewhere. Meet me at the water's edge when you have finished. Okay. Hey Simba, you think you could sit over here maybe? Is that good? Possibly? You know what? Covering up a little bit of that side, I can totally deal with that. He's probably affecting my lighting a little bit, but it's better than not being able to see, I think. Methinks. Ooh, that's cool. Ah, we're gonna fight it. Because why not? He's probably gonna see us on the way there anyways. When I was decently new to this game, I say that for my own good. I really wasn't that new. I had this terrible habit when I played Bard of like thinking that I had to like, why is that working? It just keeps getting stuck on one. My connection keeps getting weird. I don't know. Last time it was a frame drop issue. Now it's just an internet issue. But either way, I just worry about that in a dungeon because things aren't working well. I could just connect, which wouldn't be good. How do we get a lightning sprite in on this shit? Man. Anyways, it kind of makes me worry about doing the dungeon that we have coming up tonight. Because I'm not really sure what's causing that issue. I don't usually have internet trouble down here. Jeez. Thanks. I'm not really looking for oh my goodness. Not really looking for a fate. Sorry. My goodness. Supposed to be going. Where am I going? there we go. Damn, okay. It's like the most persistent enemy I've ever seen. I don't think I've had Steam open for a— Simba, move your butt, man. I don't think I've had it open in a while, but I will check that, thank you. You'd think for— I'm not even fuck. You'd think for how long Steam's been out that it wouldn't have so many issues, but it sure— Simba, you gotta move, man. You gotta move. Oops, sorry. Gee. Let me get to a slightly safe space, and I will. Maybe. Anything will actually pop up. I was gonna say, we're just gonna make my whole computer go crazy. It is indeed not open. I have no idea what's causing my issues. But it sucks that I have different issues than I had last time, but still issues. But what can you do? Alas, I found not of value. Did you? Guess. One sword's gonna do us. Yeah, thank you for suggesting to check for Steam, but unfortunately that was not the case. Nothing else is open, really. Don't know. Still sheathed in its scabbard. Though even shielded from the elements, it will need to be cleaned and oiled. I recognize the crest. It belonged to the son of a samurai I trained with when I was young. He never even had the chance to draw it. That's depressing. There she is. Doma Castle, my home. They let us keep her for a long time before gradually moving their forces across from Luminous. Now her every court and corridor belongs to Yatsu. Though father spent much of his time there, I did not. I may only have visited him there on half a dozen occasions, if that. I cannot remember. But I remember the view from the keep. Doma seemed much smaller from there, like you could hold it in your hands. Well, Monzon at least. Doma is so much more than that. There beyond the moon gates, under the shores of the Ruby Sea, and here, in the places that no man can see or touch or take from you. We carry her with us wheresoever we go. Okay. Not the land or the soil, but the story. And what is life if not a story? The story of our journey from dawn to dusk, day after day after day. The story of our mothers and fathers, our families and our friends, our people and our nations. I think part of me understood that when I looked out from the keep. Ian, son of Lord Kyan. Another caretaker of the story of Doma. It's a fine castle, truly, with an even finer view. But in the end... In the end... Kami, strike me down! How could I be so blind? We must return to the House of the Fierce at once. I've had what can only be described as a revelation. Ours is an excellent plan, but not so excellent that it cannot be improved, and I know how. Great. Good for you. I really want to level ninja sometime. So I'm gonna get it even though I don't need it. My retainer holding on my gear is like, no. That's cool. I like how at this point I'm getting bows that can't even be equipped by my archer. My bard? Yet, because I've leveled dancers so much farther than that now. But it's fine. On second thought, I may ask you to return to the House of the Fierce without me and tell Alpha No to call the others together for a meeting. It is imperative that the Kojin emissary be in attendance as well. I shall join you anon. Okay. Oh, there's Pink Chocobo again. Okay. Back to House of the Fierce. At least this one, now we get to teleport into it, and it's not one of those, are you sure you'd like to go? Where you have to like go up to the, door and, would you like to travel into, the Waking Sands? Pray return to the Walking Sands. Yeah, I probably should check the task manager. I don't know. It's worth a shot, I guess. Sometimes pulling up the task manager like freaks my computer out even more when it's already acting kind of weird. Sometimes it's like her last straw. She's starting to show her age, that's for sure. I guess Steam might still be open in here. No, it's not even open here. I have all this, Origin maybe. That could, it doesn't seem to be doing anything, but why not try stuff? I don't even know how Razer still has stuff on here, because got like VR stuff on here. I don't even have an Oculus hooked up right now. Get out of here, man. Yeah, it doesn't look like there's... I don't know. I don't know if it's a... I don't know. Once again, I appreciate the suggestion, and I tried, but there's only so much that can be done for my computer sometimes. He's a little old. Lord Hien wishes to discuss the details of our plan. Very well, if he insists. I shall summon the others at once. As for the Kojin, I believe one of their emissaries was already en route. Nevertheless, I shall contact them to make certain. At least, like, Friday's stream, I was getting, like, a bunch of, like, alert pop-ups from Streamlabs for frame drops. Oh. At least it's not that.
Greetings and well met, old friends. The Elder sends his regards.
Soroban, it's good to have you with us.
If, you might humor me. Thank you for coming, Sorma. Doubtless you have already been informed of our plans and the role we would have your people play. However, I seek your counsel as a Korjin of the Blue. Be it by spell or siegecraft, could your forces destroy the underwater foundations of Doma Castle's outer wall?
Ooh, good idea.
Explosives coupled with a few incantations. Yes, that might produce sufficient force. Such a thing could indeed be done.
Then I wish to revise the plan. Instead of assisting the Confederacy in securing the Enclave, I would have the Korjin advance upstream beneath the water and breach a segment of the outer wall. I mean to flood Doma Castle.
Ooh.
My lord, the castle is a sacred symbol, the very heart of our nation. To destroy it is unthinkable, unconscionable. You cannot do this.
Like the castle would understand. You know?
I can and I will if it improves our chances. By flooding the castle, we remove the better part of their forces from the field and force Yotsuyu to retreat to the highest levels of the keep. Tell me that is not a worthwhile trade.
But my lord, that castle was entrusted to you by your father and his father before him. I say to you again, it is the heart of our nation.
What does that matter if they all get killed? More important, the people or the castle? They can rebuild the castle. Technically, but you know what I mean.
Not a nation make, my friend. Her people do. And as long as we yet live, we can rebuild.
Just said everything I said.
So let us only think of this battle, of victory here and now. For without that, we have no future.
I see that you are resolved, Lord Hian, and I would not presume to gainsay your decision.
I will inform the Elder of your revised stratagem and instruct our sappers to make ready.
Our preparations are all but complete. Once we receive word from our Korjin allies, we shall set our plans in motion. We shall fight, and we shall prevail.
What you got to say? That was weird. It even took the dialogue a second to pop up. There's nothing else. I'll head back to Namai. Nuki's working hard, and he stays doing what he can to help. But maybe there's more that I can do too. Like a different person when he began hammering those plates. Younger, brighter, full of life and hope. Good for him. I'm preparing for like a war, actually, so. No plan is perfect, and there's ever room for improvement. I expect my comrades will be refining their approach until the moment they begin. In case you are unaware, the other Jonin will lead the assault on the moon gates, not I. My place is at Lord Hian's side. Okay. Else do we speak to? I thought it might be him. We haven't talked to him in a little minute. The plan is set, and all that can be done has been done. Rest and relaxation are now paramount, for tomorrow we may die. Nice. I think I'll be good. Have you two not done enough? Will you not pause a moment to gather yourself on the eve of our grand design? Go not unto battle with weary eyes or lingering regrets, my friend. Fine advice, Gosetsu. Orban informs me that his sappers will be ready within the day, which means we can proceed as planned and attack Doma Castle tomorrow. Considering the key role we will play, it is only prudent that you refrain from further labors and rest until tomorrow. Agreed? Far be it from me to refuse. No rest for the righteous. That one just sounds more exciting. I don't know. True enough, true enough. When you have seen to your sundry tasks and are ready to retire, I pray you let me know. Oh, I was just kidding, I guess. We shall speak again in the morning. Take care, my friend. Take that bow for sure. What does this look like, though? That's cool. Nothing to write Redania about. Nothing to write home about. I feel like there'll be some cutscenes. Oh no.
You're awake. I was just, well, they threw me out, actually. Told me I needed to get some sleep. Ready for the big day.
That is definitely true.
Not long now, eh? I'm nervous, of course, but I also feel like I didn't know where I was going, but maybe, finally, something's gonna change, you know? Really, really change. And when the dust has settled, we'll see what we've won, and what we've lost. I'm going to give it my all tomorrow. Everything I've seen and felt, I won't let it be for nothing. Right, off to bed. Don't want to overdo it, and neither should you. Oh, but before you sleep, you should look in on Elfino and Alize. Quietly, of course.
Oh, they fell asleep.
Ha!
They told me to
Another
rest.
restless soul. Come, come. Raise a glass to freedom.
Good. Good. I should be interested to know her thoughts on the matter.
Ah, that's enough, Gosetsu. You'll not convince anyone with your drunken ramblings. We've talked about this, all of us. We are flooding the castle tomorrow, and that's the end of it.
I know, I know. I accepted your decision, and I do not intend to go back on my word. Nevertheless, as the battle draws near, I cannot help but recall our many travails, and it fair compels me to speak. In all my time serving as a leader of men, there are two defeat at the hands of the Empire 25 years past, and the subsequent imprisonment of your father. Long did I consider offering up my life in atonement, until Lord Kyan allowed at last to receive visitors called for me, of all people.
About to do Into the Beast Small. Ooh, that's fun. I don't remember anything to. Not that it matters because you watched the guide on it, but hopefully that goes good. Excited for you guys. You guys have favorite characters yet? Have you formed any opinions about that? Let me know. I'd like to know your favorites.
For my unborn child, he said. For my dearest Shun. Live.
We should really be sleeping on here.
My second failure, of course, was the betrayal of that self-same command. When in the rebellion I failed to protect not only Lord Kyan, but Lord Hien too. That I yet live, having known such disgrace, is an affront to the Kami themselves. Yet you, all of you, saw fit to grant this shameful creature, this failure, another chance to serve a greater purpose. Thank you for pitying an old fool.
Now, it is far too soon for that. Save your tears for the morrow. You may be sure we will have ample cause to shed them, be they for joy or despair.
Joy, hopefully.
Even that sounds morose. We who yet walk the path should not think too much on the destination. When the hour arrives, we shall welcome what comes with open arms.
That's positive enough, I guess.
He is right about one thing, though. We have you and yours to thank for this chance. All debts will be repaid. On that you have my word. But first we must live past tomorrow, no? If you've no intention of sleeping, Yugiri, you may as well join us.
Aww.
Forgive me, my lord. I did not mean to... if that is your will.
We really should be sleeping. Need to get some rest. There she is. I trust you are none the worse. Trust you are none the worse for wear after last night. We received confirmation from the Koji not long ago. Their sappers stand at the ready and await our signal. Let us not keep them and the others waiting. Gather your things, we depart at once. Alphino, instruct Lise and the others to move into position and launch their attack. Our scouts report no change in the Imperial's disposition, and I would leave nothing to chance. We must act quickly lest we lose the element of surprise. Understood. I will relay your orders to her and rejoin my unit. Kosetsu and Yugiri await the two of you at Monzen. Good luck, my friends. I will see you both again soon. been a long day. Don't know if I have a dungeon in me. There's nothing to teleport to there. Was there? Nope, that is not the way to go. I didn't think that was the way I went last time. Don't know if I've got a dungeon in me. See, I would watch a guide just to be like, you know, if it seems like it's gonna be a pain in the ass, maybe I'll save it. But I also want to stop watching a guide before every dungeon because it spoils like the whole thing. But I've never enjoyed a dungeon less because I watched the video. No! Leave me alone! Lizzie! Jeez! Jeez! I wanna fight! So annoying. At least let me get off my turtle first. Damn! Oh, she get this other one in on it. Oh, I did. Am I alright? Fine. We switch back to single target now. Are dungeons really hard later? Not really. As long as you're paying attention. You're gonna wanna learn, you're gonna wanna not do what I did. And you're gonna wanna learn stuff early on. There was a really long time where I didn't know the difference between, there are these, they kind of look spiked. There's these damage markers that sometimes in boss fights are mechanic that they have that go above your head. And you should spread out as far to the back as you can, because if you're close to other players, you'll damage them too whenever it goes off. So you try and just like keep that from inflicting as least damage as possible. And then there are stack markers where everybody has to stack up together to share the damage. And anytime I saw something over my head for the longest time, I would just run to the edge, and it caused a lot of issues. Super embarrassing. But I would just look up, of course you don't really have to worry about it right now, but I kind of thought the same thing, and then once they started being introduced, I just thought, oh my god, there's something over my head and it's making a noise, and I just need to run away. And then they'd be like, oh my god, what are you doing? And I mean, I don't know. I feel like a lot of the later dungeons are some of my favorites. Of course, I'm not that late into the game. There's just things that you should look out for, and if you're watching the videos, you'll be totally fine, because anything that could be as a surprise or be not explained, if you watch it like 2 times before you go in there, you'll be good. It's just sometimes not knowing and like something being different. Like there's I can show you really quick, not like show you, this dungeon here, the last boss has these, there's like sometimes like unique mechanics where someone has like a bunch of lamps that you have to keep going like disabling, because if not they do like a bunch of damage. There are a lot of things like that where like something will pop up in the battlefield. You might not know what it is if you hadn't watched the video, but if you watch it once or twice you're gonna know exactly what to do. So really it's just you have to pay more attention, and they command more of your attention, I guess, later on than they do in the beginning. That's at least what I would say. A dungeon towards the end of Heaven's Sword is actually one of my favorite dungeons. And it's got a lot of mechanics to look out for. Also, if you ever see a red eyeball, I don't know if you've watched anything that tells you this yet, but if you ever see a red eyeball,
Wish us luck.
you have to turn your camera. Like, physically, like, turn to where, like, your line of sight is, like, facing the outside of, like, the arena shape area, so to speak. Because you, like, can't, like, physically look at the boss because they do a bunch of damage. It's just little things like that. You just have to pay attention and learn this stuff. Like I didn't.
Right. You all know what you have to do. Are you ready?
Yes. Ready to show them what a good job they made of breaking us.
Then what are you waiting for? Move out!
I think the dungeons in this game are really cool. I have personally no experience with WoW dungeons. The experience I had in WoW did not get that far. But I think they're really good in this game. I really hope this goes okay. And talking about dungeons has made me excited to do one, so I'm gonna go in blind. Maybe.
Armed insurgents have breached the perimeter. We need reinforcements.
I'm at least gonna play it. Really hope this goes well.
This is Lee's. Imperial forces converging on our position. Looks like we've got their attention. We'll be sure to keep them busy for as long as we can.
Here they come. On their yo. This seems like with all these different people coming together though.
To wield power to make men kneel before you. There is no better feeling.
Never works, I guess. I feel like this dungeon might be pretty badass. I don't know.
A pity I must share this pleasure with a feral dog of a Dothal.
If he gets to fight people, he shouldn't care.
Preening, Oreneer. You fear that she will put the sun in shade.
She's so cool.
Those are for you. Go, claim your prey.
Go for it. I'm hyped. Yeah, I am hella hype. I'm excited. I feel like, I don't know, like, I don't want to mess up like a little mechanic like there was, I don't know. I think I'm just gonna go for it. I think that's what most people do. You know, I'm in the story. I'm not a tank. I feel like I should just be able to let myself enjoy it. Normally I'd be like watching the video like 3 or 4 times. And like as like I was queuing, I was like, let me pull it up just to make sure, and I'll just loop it so I can keep looking over.
to me! Come to your death! With each that falls, my soul soars higher!
I guess because the mole don't leave their land because of
brothers, fall not behind. Make an offering of their steel to Father Azim.
the beliefs they have with their gods and whatever. I guess they probably won't be here. That's okay. I wouldn't want any of them to get hurt because that would like an opportunity for really sad. Those are definitely going to be enemies in the dungeon. And they're kind of, they look almost like antelope with like really long necks.
They seem to be enjoying themselves.
For sure.
My lord, the barrier!
Oh shit.
So soon! Truly, our allies seem determined to surpass each other.
Shit. Doing it.
The Magitech field is down. I repeat, the Magitech field is down. Confederate vessels, you are clear to advance upon the Enclave.
Damn, this is so organized. Damn.
The wall is breached. The Kojin 2 will not be outdone.
Wonder.
Our allies have set the stage. Now we must take the castle. With me!
But no, you definitely. You can't be messing with a dungeon, honey. I'm sorry. He's so. Or she's gonna escape somehow.
My lady, the river
I hope not.
has been breached. The lower levels are already flooded and the water is still rising.
So I gathered. He would tear the whole thing down, all for the promise of freedom. A noble sacrifice, or the last desperate flailings of a fool. Speaking of which, how fares my brood?
Really? When is he gonna die, though?
The procedure was carried out as instructed by Lord Owlet. By all indications, it was a success.
My god, what they turn him into?
Is that so? Then he may yet be of some use. Devotees of vengeance should rightly pursue their cause unto the bitter end, don't you think? Their hearts aflame with passion until the last few embers fizzle and fade, leaving naught but ash. The Viceroy's orders were clear. If Doma falls, none shall be spared his wrath. Tell the men to fight as if their lives depend on it.
Hi, Daft Punk. She's on the back foot and still giving off sass. Literally. She's very cocky. Which makes me worried. Honestly, I don't know what kind of procedure they're talking about on what's his name, but
As you command, my lady.
Again they come to make you kneel, to make you grovel and suffer. But you have endured their worst and survived. You know their tricks. They will not find a flower simply waiting to be plucked.
I feel like it'd be wrong for her to, unless she finds a way out of this. It'd be really cool if she was a boss in this dungeon. I don't want to know or anything, but I don't know if she's good. I don't know. Does she have a plan to get out of this? Is that why she's so calm? She's prepared to fight? I don't know. I don't want to queue for the dungeon. I'm scared. Shaking in my boots. Aye, there can be no doubt. The Viceroy is trapped. And so comes our part. Our Kojin allies will not deliver us to will deliver us to our destination, to the western dock. And do not forget to bring your fellow adventurers. Okay. Was that a joke? Was that like the party that I queued with? I don't know. Because everybody seemed to have went with him. I do not know. Alright, move, Simba. You gotta move, my man. Oh, he's gotta bite me. I guess we're gonna walk. The dungeon has one of the best jams. That's a selling point for me. I was talking earlier, I have quite a habit of watching guides made primarily for tanks, even though I play DPS, like 3 or 4 times beforehand, just because I'm so afraid to mess up mechanics and like piss everybody off. Does this dungeon have any mechanics, does anyone know offhand, that like I definitely need to know about? Or like should just watch a video anyways? Or can I just kind of go for it and not have everything be spoiled for me? Kind of let it be spontaneous? I don't know. But good music is so exciting. Makes the dungeon, really. Greetings and well met, my friends. Climb aboard, climb aboard. There's room enough for you all. We might improve our odds of success. We will divide into 2 parties upon arrival. One comprising you and your adventurer comrades, and the other Gosetsu, Yugiri, and myself. Each will enter the keep via a separate road, dispatching any Imperial forces that attempt to bar their path. You stack mechanics, and the last boss has a mechanic where you have to move to the way from the party if you get it. Okay, that's fine. I'm cool on those. I was actually talking about earlier how for a really long time when I was like super new to the game, I had no idea the difference between like one of the ones where you're supposed to get away and a stack marker was. So anytime I had something over my head, I just ran away and panicked, and it used to cause a lot of issues. But if that's all it is, that'll be fine. We don't need to watch a video for that. We'll just be surprised. Even should one meet with misfortune, the other will reach out to you. Agreed? Then let us be about it. For Doma! For Doma! Ah, there we are. So nervous. Okay, I am cold, so I'm gonna be back in like... I'm glad it's a fun dungeon. Thank you for letting me know. And thank you for letting me know about the mechanic. I'm glad to be getting out of the habit of memorizing every mechanic of the dungeon. Like, spoiling all the cool bosses and shit. I don't know. Like, the whole environment and everything. Anyway, I am gonna just put on some cozy pants real quick because I'm freezing. But I'll be back in like 30 seconds. Very, very quick. Okay. Very small second. Okay, back in the speed of light. I got my cozy pants. And I got my bunny slippers, so all types of cozy. Dolma Castle. 8 minutes queue time, wouldn't that be a dream? Alright, we are queued for that. That last little square never worked. I don't know why. There we go. I'll design my own overlay in the future. I have the tools. I just haven't had the time yet. They're cute. I'm so nervous. I don't feel like dungeons should make me that nervous, but they do. But I'm excited. Simba, you really can't be in the way for this. My kitty cat. My chocobo go. You've been playing the game since it came out? Wow. Just out of curiosity, replaying it when it came out the first time and was not so great, or just like 2013-ish when A Realm Reborn came out. I started playing originally on an old character in like 2016. I was like still in high school. I didn't really... I was like, I liked it, but I was having like internet issues at the time. And I don't know. I didn't really have the money to sub. So I stopped playing, and then I said the other day that it was 2018 when I made this character and got really into the game, but I found out, went through my screenshots the other day, which I have an insane amount of, that it was actually 2019. So I started playing around May of 2019 that I like actually really got into it again and started this character. Wow. We've been playing it for a long, long time. That's awesome. That's really cool. 2016 was the first time I had heard about it. But, I wasn't super big into Final Fantasy games or MMOs back then. I had played some like free-to-play MMOs. Or Kingdom was kind of my jam back then. Which is not a great game. It's not the worst free-to-play MMO I've seen. And I had some mobile MMOs back then because my computer couldn't run anything. It's like a really crappy computer back then. I used to play Ava Bell online, which just looks like... Once I got this game, I had like a very high standard for MMOs, so I eventually ended up coming back to it and then loved it when I actually got into it. Don't want to say how many thousands of hours I've clocked in it. Yeah, that's fair. I have, I think my playtime is kind of skewed because I used to leave my game open all the time. And I think it does count AFK time, maybe. But I used to leave my game open a bunch. Your first Final Fantasy game and your second to RuneScape. I tried to like go backwards and like get into other MMOs after this. And I've played a few here and there. I played Black Desert for a while. It was okay. But like going back to anything and like just how the characters look and everything in this game and just how much care is put into it, it's just hard to go elsewhere, you know? Not that I want to, but I like started with this one and then I was like, well, let's look at these other MMOs. And I was like, no. This looks nothing like Final Fantasy. certainly spoiled me from an early time. I don't really know what we could do while we're... Hopefully this queue doesn't take too long. I didn't even see my keys, Simba. My cat is so in the way right now. Sorry, I have to keep looking around him. He's either sitting in the monitor or the keyboard. Normally he manages to take a nap when I'm streaming, but he is just refusing this time. Hopefully he doesn't get in the way of the dungeon, or I'll have to move him. Game is well balanced and easy to pick up. The community is one of the best run. The community is wonderful. This game is just, I don't know, it's so fun with friends, and friends you make are just so nice. I wish I was more open and social in this game. I just always get the feeling that people are like, especially like higher level people, I'm always afraid they like don't want to be friends and like talk, but everyone I've talked to on here for the most part is so nice. I feel like people think that it's kind of overstated how nice the community is, and of course there's people that aren't very nice, but I feel like it really is true, and it gets the credit it deserves, I think. I think a lot of it is an extension of how the devs treat everybody too. I think that it's just like a bunch of love going around, and it's just a nice time. Okay. My goodness. Might have finally found something to distract the cat. Wonderful. Got everything max level. Wow, congrats! A lot of time. Which of the new classes in Endwalker are you most excited for? I have not decided yet. I don't do healing much, so obviously I think Reaper is probably my favorite of the two. But everyone is always super nice to me since I started. Yeah, everyone's really nice. I met a group of friends when I started playing in 2019, and they helped me with a lot of stuff. Everybody's just so nice. And it just, I don't know, it feels like a whole community. Like, I love that, like, when I see, like, bards performing, people just, like, gather around and they're just super nice. It's just fun. I have admittedly not leveled that many classes. I technically started out with Arcanist, and I didn't even level that into its 2 jobs. And once I got my Bard to 60, I picked up a bunch of other shit in between just because I don't know, I picked a rogue for a while, which I still think is fun. I'll probably go back to that at a later time. I like to try tanking, but I'm nervous. I tried healing on Astrologian. I think I said that I got it, yeah, 39. I did Blue Mage for a while. You can see a pattern. I kind of distracted myself. And then once I got my Bard to 60, picked up Dancer. And just kind of haven't switched off of that since. That's nice. I think it's really immersive to start the, like, always have like the same class on your character. It feels like you're like, since your skills progress with that, it feels like you're like learning more as a character through the story. I think that's nice. I like that about Bard, but Arcanist is tough to learn and master. Yeah, I wasn't big into caster classes, really. But I wanted to because I started in 2016. I started with Archer, and I was like, well, I'm not going to start as the same thing. And as soon as I could switch cities, I went straight to Gridania and picked up Archer, and then Bard was my main for a long time. I just never really messed with it again. Carbuncles were fun though. Oh! There we go. Duty waits. Duty calls. I knew if I'd done that before, it would have like been like a crazy like queue, and it would have like the duty finder would have popped while I was like finding my socks or something. Alright. I'm so nervous. I feel like I'm more— thank you for the good luck. I feel like I'm more nervous because I'm already usually nervous to like mess up in dungeons, and doing it on stream is more nervous because I'm broadcasting my mistakes if I make them. So I even used to skip cutscenes just to— even when I was in the main story, I would watch them on YouTube afterwards because I didn't want to like annoy everyone. I didn't want to be like that person sitting there in a cutscene. They're going very fast. Okay, I need a dance partner, which I guess is going to be them. I am kind of seeing these internet issues, which is concerning. Don't even let me click on that yet. I look so slow, my goodness. I'm sorry, my internet is going crazy. Oh, that's terrible. This is like unplayable. We'll see, maybe it'll sort itself out. I still get chills fighting Nidhogg. Oh yeah, for sure. Absolutely. There's some dungeons that I just love replaying because they were just so much fun. And just reliving that is super fun. Okay, it seems to be— cross my fingers when I say that, it seems to be doing a lot better now, at least a little. Let me go through some space on my computer, maybe optimize some stuff. I don't feel like— I've never had an issue where I needed to change any settings on the game, so I don't know. But we'll just play it how it's playing for the meantime. It's not a huge deal. But as long as there's nothing too crazy besides some, you know, some stack markers and some— I don't know what to call the ones where you have to run away. Ooh, some run away from everyone markers. It should be fine. I'm so nervous though, especially because of my internet issues. I hope I'm not like behind or like what's actually going on. I want to be like that person with the messed up internet, even though it's never that— you know, it's not that person's fault their internet's messed up, but I would hate to have something happen and then like have to like do this again. Especially if I get a decent ways into it, you know? It seems to be a little better now though. Why am I doing that? Oh my goodness, there's only one enemy here. That's my mistake. I caught it though. It's fine. Not a huge deal. That was kind of a difficult part for me to pick up as dancer, but once I got it, it pretty much stuck for the most part. Besides right there. Don't pay attention to that one. Oops. Well, I was dancing, but I messed it up. My dancer can't dance. I actually was having my internet earlier. I would like go to dance and then like it literally just kept getting stuck on one. It wouldn't let me like do anything else. Which was interesting. Which is what made me nervous for this dungeon, but everything seems to be working okay. Oh, now we can dance. Shit, I should probably do that. Probably a little late now, but who cares? I'm really confused. I read online when I was looking at like my rotation and stuff that you're supposed to dance on cooldown like as soon as it's back. I hope that's right, because otherwise I'm excessively dancing. I sure hope it is. Yeah, when I was talking about when I was playing in 2016 and I kind of like stopped, I was, you know, I was still in school and I didn't really have the money to sub. My parents didn't really have the money for it, it was fine. But my internet would just like take me, it was really odd, it would like take me back to the home screen, just like completely like kick me out of the game. Almost like it like went into maintenance or something like that. But it was like all the time, and it would happen like when I just finally like got a dungeon queue and I was like in that dungeon and I felt awful. That definitely kept me from getting into the game. Got you. Yeah, I've been getting, I had trouble with that starting out as dancer, but I've kind of been remembering to just dance when I can. Because it buffs the party and also does damage, right? I forgot. I forget all it does sometimes. My main focus is right now I've been trying to remember to keep devilment up and so all of that in that. I forget shield samba the most, I think. Used to be horde, used to be pulling trial bosses. Yikes. That sounds rough. I saw the barrier pop up and I was like, oh my god, what is that? I thought it was something on me. Oh, shit. It's okay, we got out of it in time. So far this boss doesn't seem bad. I'm really interested to see who the bosses are going to be, or what the bosses are going to be. I'm not sure if we're at that point where... Ooh. Not sure what those arrows were. We got out of them just fine. Very far from everyone though. Get everybody else's. Oops, did not mean to do that one. That is on me. I'm definitely one of those people that needs to turn off like a bunch of effects for everyone else, because I will see someone's like, just someone's attack. I'm gonna follow them. That might have been the wrong thing. I'll be like seeing someone's attack and I'll be like, oh shit, what was that? I need to get away from that. I'm not sure what those arrows do. I feel like I'm doing that wrong. Ooh. Ooh. What am I doing wrong? Oh, sorry. Alright, I'll be able to read the chat easier in just a second. I think we almost got him though, so it should be fine. I don't think I ruined everything too bad. I just didn't understand those arrows. I think I was following them for some reason. It seems like that's where the attacks are going and I should stay away. Really quit the game was. Wow, that's all. Oh, okay. I see. Well, we got through it. It's fine. Thank you for letting me know, though. I was afraid if I looked away, I was just gonna get killed instantly. Alright, always dance. I feel like the dancing is annoying, but like I said, I feel like a lot of people probably have, like I was talking about turning off people's effects. I'm sure a lot of people, if it bothers them, there's plenty of dancers, so I'm sure they have it turned off if they don't want to see it. But I'm like always like getting out of people's way. I'm like, oh, I'm sorry, my dance is probably like taking up your whole field of vision. In other words, I kind of just think everything through like way too much. I will definitely take that. I will read over that advice over the last boss in a second so that I understand it more if I happen to cross like getting this dungeon again sometime. Oh, I was looking at the wrong skills. Hee. I was looking over at the wrong side. I had to separate mine like that. I don't know if that looks kind of weird. I don't know if that's a common way to set things up for Dancer. But it kind of keeps it separate for me. Like, look over here if there's more than one enemy. Look over here if there's just one. You know? It makes sense in my head. Oh, shit. But I decided to go for this dungeon so far, though, because I'm having fun. Oh, need to dance again. Just dance me if you can. That popped in my head. I think that's a... Oops. That is one of the only few times. I think I took that off my hotbar so that I couldn't accidentally do that. I can't remember now if I saw, like, if I just happened across a picture online of someone's hotbars like that, or if I just happened to think of it. I did it quite a while ago. But yeah, it just makes sense in my head to separate them. That's another thing about streaming this game. Like, I know like some of my hotbars are like kind of a mess. I've got like a lot of like not very important things on the side, like little like minion and mount stuff, but it works for me. It's my HUD, nobody else has to use it, you know? You're supposed to dance again. I'm gonna do something like make that icon like really big somehow. I've seen someone do that, I think. So that I need to have it like really big and like right in my face so that it's very obvious to me when it's off cooldown and I can use it again. The controller, and you do the same with your AoE. Yeah, that's cool. It just makes sense in my head, because I had a really hard time figuring it out with coming from Bard. But it makes plenty of sense to me now. For the most part. Thank you for the follow! Sorry, I'm trying to look over there in a second. That, probable wallaby and Buet, if you're watching that there, that was the stack marker thing that I was talking about, where you've got to stack up together. And that was what I didn't know the difference with between the one you're supposed to run away with. I used to just run away regardless. Ooh. Please don't run away from me. I didn't really have anybody stack with me, but that's okay. I couldn't really get to anybody because of those lines. But that's alright. I don't know if is someone supposed to stand in one of those, maybe? Yeah, it's stacked that very well. I like to do like that tiny heal on myself just when I made a mistake, because like it's my fault. You shouldn't have had to heal me for that. I was not paying attention. I feel like I don't see the other person in our party here. I don't know why. I feel like it looks like we're missing someone. Oh, they're on the other side. Duh. We've almost got him down though, so things should be okay. This is just me and the healer getting those stacks. I guess that makes sense. Dance again! Dance again! Oh no! Our healer died? What happened? Oh shit, I hope we live. Why'd you run away? Oh. Oh, yeah, I kind of figured that out a little too late. Sorry. That's okay. We didn't wipe, so it's no big deal. Just a learning experience, I guess. Sorry, everything's pretty intense right now, but I will definitely get to reading chat in just a second. I have it in a pretty inconvenient spot. My monitor is like not as close as it could be. My second one anyways. But once I am at a more chill spot, we'll definitely give those a read. Yeah, at least I know those towers for now. I couldn't tell what they were. But it's alright, we made it. My hotbars and rotations look crazy. Always gotten crapping games from friends. I mean, it is on your screen. Like, I love having a bunch of stuff all over. I feel like that's like part of what I like about MMOs for me. I like seeing like all the bunch of stuff on my screen and like being able to like customize it. It's what makes it like feel like an MMO to me, honestly. Like, seeing all the stuff on your screen. I know I just repeated the same thing, but it's just my opinion on it. You let it be however you want, whatever game you're playing. If you want to make little hotbars with every single like minion you have to spawn them, you go ahead. As long as you don't run out of hotbars. You do you. The fun thing is, like, I mained Bard for so long, but I was still so early in the game that, like, looking back, I feel like I did like a pretty shitty job of playing it. But I was like really new to the game. And for some reason I took the advice of the person I was playing with a lot, and they didn't play Bard really much. Oh shit, what hit me? That was my bad, I'm sorry. So, I'm just kind of learning Dancer as I go. Yeah, it's your thing. You totally make your hotbars however you want to look. Judging people's hotbars is dumb. And if your friends judge you for your hotbars, then they probably are just jealous that they can't put as much cool stuff on theirs and make them look as cool as yours. So. It's so funny, I literally feel bad when the healer has to heal me. I'm like, oh, I'm so sorry. Oh, you had to heal me. Like, it's literally what they're playing for. Literally their job. It's just goofy, but it's fine. I handle that better the longer I'm playing, so. No need to be sorry, you're still learning. Yeah. I just never give myself a break. Cause like I have been playing for a while, but I mean I literally just wasted so much time. Like, do you think they're gonna leave me behind if I watch this cutscene? Ah, man. Man. Okay, that's fine, I've seen it. Okay, I see. At least they'll leave me out. I was watching a cutscene in the last one I was in and they all left me out. Thanks for waiting, I guess. Alright. Oh my goodness, I think so. Look this. I hope this red floor is not too hard to see AoEs on. Okay, that is obviously... I'm seeing that. That is where you need to go to the edges. You get that on you. Stay away from everyone else. I understand that. I don't understand that, though. Not sure what that was. But it didn't seem to do much, so... Oh. They're all over there. I just completely lost what I was doing. I don't know what those floating things are, but we're not doing anything with them, so... Ooh. Oh my god, that's so aggressive. I'm sorry if that's loud. Alright, that did not hit me too bad, so... Cool. Coolness. My goodness. Oh, gotta go. Sorry guys, I'm leaving this dungeon. I just thought it was funny because I was going right towards the door. He's already halfway down though. I don't know what that is. I think maybe I like put it over here. And then run away, run away. Maybe. That is my personal conclusion. And I'm sticking to it. Seemed to maybe work. Hypertuned. That's the coolest name they could come up with for him. They couldn't come up with a cool name because why? Let me hear. Because he's not cool. He gets on my nerves so much. He thinks he's some real hot shit, doesn't he? He's almost down though. This dungeon has honestly been pretty relaxed compared to some that I have very bad memories of. I have really bad memories of, they were pretty early on, so it was probably just a lot of inexperience in the party. But, what's it called? What is it called? That's so aggressive. You don't have to scream like that, sir. What is it called? What was it called? I'll check in a second. What was it called? Oh, I did not see that chat, but I think I figured that out. So, thank you. Maybe I just got it in my brain, but yeah, thank you. That was honestly way easier of a dungeon than I thought it would be. Got tripped up a few times, but I definitely know how to do it next time. And I got a commendation, so I didn't mess it up too bad. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Now we get to see what happens. Without having to worry everyone's gonna leave me behind for the boss.
Have you aught to say for yourself? For what you
You didn't escape. I thought she would have escaped.
My people, he says. The precious lordling beloved by all come to confront the wicked witch. My parents taught me no better. They woke me from dawn to dusk like an ox or an ass or some other beast of burden. Until, that is, my brother spied a chance to transform the family fortunes. And so I was married to a vicious old drunk, who beat me as he did. And when I pleaded for help, I was told to grin and bear it. For the family, for him, for everyone's sake. They pretended not to notice, but they knew. They knew.
That is so sad, and I am such a sucker for a misunderstood villain. Let me tell you that. Yeah.
What did it matter? I was nothing to them. Less than nothing. I wasn't of their flesh. I wasn't a fellow Domon. I wasn't even a person. I might just as well have been dead. And then my husband passed away one day. And so I was sold off yet again to pay his debts. But this time, I found a way to live for myself. To survive as a spy for the Empire. Oh, those were the days when the scales first fell from my eyes. No longer would I be a slave to my parents or my husband or the pleasure house. I would be free and receive due compensation. That would be enough, I thought. Until I saw a Doman in the road, beaten and broken. And my heart skipped a beat. my feet, groaning in agony, sobbing in despair. Powerless, helpless, hopeless. A vision forever seared into my soul. Oh! There was nothing I would not do to feel that joy again. To bend this cruel, twisted world to my whims. Now, having borne witness to my life's work, have you aught to say to me? "'Twas kind of you to lend me your ear, my lord. But now it is time for us to conclude our little tete-a-tete with a final game of chance. Who shall stand, and who shall fall? Let the die be cast."
This was her plan from the first, to bring the keep down on our heads.
Oh no.
I will remember your words.
Damn.
We must flee. Order our forces to withdraw.
Damn. We gotta go. I got my hand on the keys. I was ready to run away. Oh no, no.
Go, my lord! While you still can! I cannot hold it forever!
No, no, no.
No, we will not leave you behind.
Do your duty! Deliver Lord Hien and the others to safety! Now! Forthwith! I shall manage on my own!
Oh no, no. There's so many.
Gosetsu!
No. No one leaves. Not you or anyone else.
"'Tis naught this old frame cannot bear! Go now, all of you! The day is won, and the morrow beckons!
The extras. I usually give the hopeful response, but I don't feel that right. I don't feel very hopeful.
Nay, thank you for granting me new purpose and a measure of peace.
Gosetsu. You never failed us. Not once. You served my father faithfully, and I am a better man for your guidance. And the Doma we build together shall be better for it too.
Sorry, I'm not talking much. It's just really sad. I'm trying really hard not to cry because everything's made me cry today.
Be proud, my friend. Be proud.
He just really had that feeling from the beginning of a character they were gonna hurt your feelings with. You know?
Hien! Hien!
You cast the die. Gambling was never my vice.
Oh yeah, I've avoided every Shadowbringers spoiler you could imagine, but I definitely know that it's gonna make me cry, so I'm excited for that. I actually am. I really love emotional stories, so I'm very excited for Shadowbringers to do whatever it does. All the tears. I'm very ready.
Kosetsu? We must turn back now before it is too late.
It's too late. It's too late, man.
Eyes forward, Cyrano. That was his wish.
Flood the castle, we did indeed. We definitely flooded the castle. Call it Fuel Bringers. Yeah, I'm excited for it. I really love games that make me cry. So. Man. Oh my god, they're all so sad. Is she crying? No time for a funky little pose like that, my character. Oh, he's not even gonna talk. I see. Oh hey, we are halfway through level 69. We are almost 70. That's so exciting. Never thought I'd actually have the discipline to get a character this far, so. Thank you. The occupation has ended then, and the people must be informed of our victory. I feel like everybody be talking really quiet and sad. Like I still kind of am. I will not simply give up for I will not simply give up Kosetsu for lost. Before aught else, we must needs search the ruins. Allow me, my friends. The castle is still collapsing into the river and can easily drag you to your deaths. I can navigate the waters easily without fear of drowning. It's true, Turtle Man. You're reasonable, brother. You know he is right. A word, if I may. My lord withdraws into himself, unable to turn his thoughts from the keep. He needs us now, more than ever. My friends, I am returned. I swam as far into the ruins as I could. And did you find him? Nay, lady. Naught remained of the keep for me to search. Undermined from below and shaken from above, the manner of its collapse was most unusual. If the floor beneath him gave way before the rest, it is not impossible that he could have been sent tumbling into the river. But the water is thick with silt and debris. Despite my best efforts, I could not find him. I'm sorry. There is naught for which you should apologize. Thank you, Sorbonne, for taking it upon yourself to search. The castle is in ruins, and the people are eager to learn the fate of their nation. We leave at once. Are you sure, my lord? The day is won, and the morrow beckons. Fails to us to greet it. Falls to us, not fails. I'm going down to the docks to see if I can't get one of the Confederate ships to take us to the Enclave. Mayhap we should tell the others at the House of the Fierce to gather here? There. Magnai and Sadu know not of what happened in the castle. I will go and tell them. They fought valiantly with honor, Serena. Pray you tell them that as well. You too, my friend, were instrumental in this triumph. I must insist that you be present when we bring these tidings to my people. Yeah, I'm so excited for not only just to finish out the rest of this story, but for Shadowbringers, and it makes me worry with how much, like, the bar that they set, from what I've heard, which isn't much, but I've heard how good it is. But the bar that they set for Shadowbringers, what the hell is Endwalker gonna be like, you know? Because this game has only ever, you know, went up in story quality. So, I don't know. I don't know what they're gonna do. I'm nervous to find out, honestly. I'm nervous for Shadowbringers, but I'm definitely nervous. Just to see. You all look like shite. The captain thought you might need a ride to the Enclave. Ready to come aboard? Yes, so I got anything else to do. On you go then. Sit wherever you like. You had so many options in that little bitty boat. I don't know what happened in there, but it's over. You won. That's cause enough for celebration. And those people you're about to see need something to celebrate. They got the same writer who did Shadowbringers to do Endwalker. Damn. Guess I'm ready to cry back to back whenever I finish Shadowbringers.
We brought everyone here. You were the last to arrive.
I see. Thank you. We owe the Confederacy a great debt.
Oh, we do.
I have waited 25 years for this moment. You owe us naught.
Oh, I did hear that that was the same person who wrote the story for Dark Knight. That's why I really want to just suck it up and learn how to tank at some point. Not be worried about it because I really want to go through that whole story. I know it's supposed to be so, so good. I think that was actually how I figured out that
It's Lord Hien!
I didn't really know that Dark Knight had a better story. Well, not like better, but like such an emotional job quest compared to a lot of the other ones. Like, I don't know, how Dancer seems right now, for example. And I think that was how I found out that it was the same writer because someone was talking about the writer for Shadowbringers.
Lord Hien!
It's him! He lives! He lives!
Some few words of encouragement would not go amiss, my lord.
Right. Yes, of course.
Off you trot then. I think that's what I'm gonna say to him.
Forgive me. This is rather more daunting than I had anticipated. But you are right. I must be strong. Wish me luck. We are a sorry lot, are we not? Tired, dirty, stinking of blood and sweat and ash. A people pushed to the point of breaking. And yet, we won. The perseverance to endure decades of oppression. The will to carry on the legacy of those we have lost. These were the bonds that held us together and gave us the strength to reclaim our home. After 25 hard years, the shadow of the Empire no longer darkens these lands, and we may at last look forward to the dawning of a new day. But, my friends, it will be a day of work.
I wonder how much more we have in actual Stormblood story. I know obviously we'll have quite a bit of patch quests in between this and
So I ask,
Shadowbringers.
have you yet the strength to stand? To rise up with me once more? Here and now? And begin to rebuild our homeland?
Lord Hien!
Doma!
He still seems really sad, but I don't know.
This will not end with Doma. We will see to that, right, Lise?
What kind of look was that?
Right.
That was a weird look.
Indeed, this is but the beginning. The tide is turning. and it shall soon bear us back across the seas and onward unto the next battlefield.
Always so eager to go in another life-risking, like, battle. Like, till next time, probably soon, right? Maybe we should find someone who wants to fight, maybe. Go talk to Alphino. Wow. It's a beautiful amount of detail into everything, like... I don't know, that's crazy. That's not Alphino. Who are you? He looks a little different. Honored hero, you speak passage. Speak passage. My goodness. You seek passage across the One River? Sure. Bangcha? Here he is. Are you quite certain you would not prefer to stay a while longer? There are sure to be festivities, at which you would be the guest of honor, like as not. I would stay for a party? Why do they decide for me? Very well. There are other ways in which we might celebrate. By rejoining the fight for freedom in Garibaldia, for one. Right into it, huh? One thing after the next. Short though our time here has been, we've all come to regard this land and her people as our own, I think. But we have done that which we came here to do. Word of Doma's liberation will spread throughout the Empire, and we must seize this opportunity to rekindle the flames of liberation in the West. We dare not allow the Imperials a moment's respite, lest they march on Doma again. For the sake of all concerned, we should leave immediately. I mean, that kind of leaves them to themselves. Did I hear you right? You're leaving? I'm afraid so. We've got our own battle to fight. What about you? Will you be heading back to the steppe? Yes, the war here is ended and there is no cause to remain. The Orinir and the Ditharil have already withdrawn. I will follow them anon, but I wish to bid you farewell first. The Blue, too, must return to their homes, but we will be back. Doma has need of merchants and builders, and we are eager to offer our services. And just like that, our grand fellowship is broken? Without ceremony or pomp, you steal off into the dark? Oh. No matter, we have plenty to be getting on with. Places to be, people to rob, and so on. And the captain was never one for mingling. I forgot they were pirates. I was like, people to what? People to rob? I'm a pirate. Give me a song at the tavern and I will be happy. Hobnobbing with Lord Hyan? No. Hyan. I changed it. No taste for the finer things. In any event, we need not part ways here. If you are for Kugane, we would be happy to take you. Her waters have always been fruitful. Please don't steal from the people there. Got friends there. I wish you well on your journey, my friends. May you ever walk in crimson. Thank you, Serena, for everything. May the Kami speed you on your way, until we meet again. Thanks for giving me the power to dive underwater, Turtle, I guess. I didn't have that before. Powerful thing there. So... Oh, there he is. Naught remains undone? You are ready to depart? Hang on. Oh no. I feel sad leaving. I'm sure if I come back, I'm sure he will still be here. That's fine. I'm not sad and attached. Don't tell me what I am. Water is very blue. Have everything? Good. We will need to weigh the anchor. We will need to weigh anchor before Seki Segumi arrive. From the bottom of my heart, I thank you for what you did. Give my regards to the old Dawn. Got some pants. None of those are for me. But I need them cool enough that we will hoard them for leveling other. Not really. Those are kind of dumb pants. Alright. There's my pants. Yeah. We'll glamour those up. No problem. Good day! Hi! How you doing? Donara. We are actually probably heading towards the end of our stream for tonight. Getting kind of late for me. But we just did the Doma Castle dungeon. It went pretty decent, and we are back in Kugane now. I informed Tataru of our coming. She and Hancock should be waiting for us in the Ruby Bazaar. Back to the Ruby Bazaar, huh? Then it is here we part ways. Best of luck to you and yours in your piratical endeavors, I suppose. Oh my goodness, it's 3 a.m. where you are? Yeah, it's not quite that late for me. Sleep well. Thank you for popping into the stream and saying hi. Appreciate it. And thank you for the follow again. Yeah, it's not quite late enough for me to be heading to bed after this, but I do have to eat dinner and take care of stuff. But I'm kind of invested right now, so I'm not quite at a stopping point I'm happy with. We definitely should have teleported there. I feel like we are still missing a... doesn't matter now. Oh yeah, I'm pretty much just playing this game right now. I was doing variety before, and I still try to throw some variety in there. But mostly we're just playing this. So if you pop in, we're most likely going to be playing this. I'm usually here at the same time. My schedule's on my channel though. Monday, Wednesday, Friday, usually. 7 p.m. Eastern. I'm usually here for around, I don't know, 3-ish hours. I'm gonna transition to longer streams once I'm more used to it. Oh, you guys just finished the dungeon? Did it go good? You said that was the 1,000 Maws of Totorak, right? Totorak. I don't know why I didn't just teleport. I just really felt like walking. Feeling nostalgic for this game. Wow, you haven't played this game for a very long time. Me, not quite so long, but I mostly just wasted time for a few years with doing other stuff in the game. Got behind on the story. I feel like I've already talked about that though, I don't know. I'm glad the dungeon was good. Wallaby. I feel like, Elizabeth got new boots. Fantastic. I feel like that was a dungeon that, obviously because I main Bard for such a long time, I played with Bard, and I think it was really fun just to DPS for some reason. Pretty much, people are pretty forgiving of new tanks, so if nobody like yelled at you, and sometimes they do even if you're just to be mean, but if nobody yelled at you, I'm sure you did good. Pretty much if you, like I said, if you watch the guides, nobody's really gonna get mad at you, as long as you know the mechanics. Everybody messes up every once in a while. Welcome back everyone, and congratulations on a job well done. Thanks. Pleasure as ever to see your smiling face, Tataru. Less so yours, Hancock. Though Rasho and I are sincerely grateful for your assistance. Time for the pirates to head out, huh? The pleasure was mine, Master Alphino, I assure you. Anyway, you'll be glad to hear that I have already chartered passage for you back to Limsa. We're going back to Limsa. I think that's been forever. The ship is to leave port this very day, but the captain has agreed to wait until the 4 of you have boarded. Nice. The 4 of us? You mean to stay here in Kungane? Yes, I gave it some thought, and I realized even with Doma free, there's still a need for a woman in the middle. Maybe even more than before, considering all the friends and alliances you made. The Tars have to come visit her. Someone let me know about positionals for some characters, so I looked that up, and now I know. Yeah, that's definitely interesting. I didn't know about that for a long time. Try not to spin the boss. Yeah, normally I think mostly what I usually see most tanks do is just turn the boss away from everyone else. So anything they have that's like frontal attacks or whatever, just kind of mostly is focused on you. As I told her many times before, I would be more than willing to assist you. And as I told you many times before, I am not about to let you worm your way into our affairs and exploit our connections for your personal gain. Tell him, Tataru. You tell him. Must you always presume the worst? The guy that wears sunglasses inside? Yeah. A dancing tank is a monk ninja dragoon. Yeah. I guess if you are trying to like do your positionals and the tank is spinning, that's probably not great. As someone who hasn't really played many classes with positionals or tanked, not a concern I can personally weigh in on, but yeah, I imagine that would be frustrating. So there you have it. I'll remain here for now. You needn't worry. I'm a regular at the hostelry and a half-dozen other local institutions. Everyone loves me. Of course they do. So go. Don't let me keep you. Buy your supplies and souvenirs while you still can. When you finish, make haste to the docks. You're number 2 to be precise. I'll be waiting for you there. So sweet. Nope. She's not in here. Okay. She literally told me where she was going. She's not in here. The doy. The doy. Right, she is at the closest to the hostelry, so we will teleport right there. I wonder what I always like wonder really like trivial things about like the next expansion. I'm like, oh, what is the new quest accepting and completed song gonna sound like? What are the different aetherites gonna look like themed to like the new cities? I do know at least what one environment looks like, and I am very, very excited for it. I just like, it was kind of hard to avoid pictures of, I avoided a lot of spoilers, but it was, it was very difficult to avoid like anything about, oh, here she is. Should have made it pop up. To avoid like what places look like and stuff. first to arrive as always. Hopefully the others will not be far behind. Come, I'm sure. I'll be probably playing somewhere near on my PS4 tomorrow.
Ah, there you are. All packed and ready to go?
To the best of my knowledge, yes. Apologies for the wait. The task of tying up loose ends invariably takes longer than one allows. Happily, however, all now seems to be in order.
Great.
Then there's nothing left to do but to board the ship. Do try and enjoy the journey, won't you? It may be your last chance to rest for a while.
Where'd she say that? In a while,
That would
maybe.
depend on the good captain's choice of route.
As ever, Tataru, I pray you take all due precautions while making your inquiries. Better to avoid the local authorities altogether than risk a repeat of our Ishgardian episode.
And what sordid episode is this, pray tell?
Naught to speak of, I assure you.
You there! Hold that ship!
What are you two doing here? Shouldn't you be in Doma?
And I was just sad that I hadn't, like, officially said goodbye to him. Yo Cat has a very funny tank guide video on YouTube. I feel like I've seen some, like, funny guide, but I don't remember who made it. Might have been that one. I honestly don't remember. It was a long time ago. Glad I learned that early. LOL, yeah, definitely.
Left with nary a word. We half wondered if I had done something to offend.
Upon learning that you had departed for Kugane, we immediately resolved to give chase. Our comrades can manage affairs in our absence, and it seemed the least we could do.
You mean you came all this way just to say goodbye?
That too, aye. But there was something else I felt I had to say. You helped us win our freedom, and for that I cannot thank you enough. Accordingly, after we have established an interim government and so forth, I think it only meet that we repay the favor by dispatching our own forces to Eorzea. If you would have us.
Ooh, exciting.
We harbored no expectations of such generous aid, and as there is no telling when the Empire might strike back at you, would it not be wiser to concentrate your resources on the defense of Doma?
I had a mind to pursue a more aggressive defense, to which we will send forth shinobi to provinces far and wide to spread word of our victory, that we might inspire others to take up arms as we did. Even the Empire has its limits. If the Garleans cannot be certain where and when the next rebellion will take place, how can they commit another force to Doma?
I mean, Doma has so many allies now, like, on all different sides. I feel like they can hold their own pretty nicely. I mean, we just saw that with the castle.
And besides, so long as this debt remains unpaid, how am I to face myself and Gorsetzer?
As you wish. I will relay your offer to the Eorzean Alliance.
All of Doma is counting on you to finish what we have started. You have it in you, Lys, to seize the future you want. Never forget.
I won't, Hien. Not your words or anything else. Everything that led us here, that will drive us forward, I'll carry it with me always. And that's a promise.
I will hold you to that. Go with them to Eorzea. Tell their people of our triumph and of our pledge to stand with them.
Gonna come with us.
I shall pave the way for our new alliance.
Hurry up, you lot! The ship's about to weigh anchor!
It seems our time is at an end. Go well, my friends, and may we meet again beneath a western sky.
Hope we see him more. I'm really gonna miss him. And like, I hadn't really met him until like a few streams ago. I miss him. And Sataru, I hope she comes to see us. Or I guess I'll come to see her. Oh no, these meanwhiles are always very... Royal Palace of Alamigo.
I always knew that woman was unfit for command.
Aye, when you think of all the resources we've poured into that hole, and for what?
Oof.
The beast yet lives. Mayhap it is time I sharpen my claws.
Brixio is my new fave NPC. Nice. My favorites fluctuate a lot because there's just so many good characters.
Will you walk into my parlor once more?
Showed up and threatened us every single time. Oh, I forgot about her. Damn.
Lupus, come at the command of the Lord Viceroy to present the prisoner taken by the Cranialupi.
I totally forgot about her. Ooh.
Xenosier Galvus, I presume.
Oh yeah, I forgot what you're talking about for a second, but they're literally one of my favorite beast tribes I've seen so far. They're so great.
You do have the eyes of a monster. A ravenous, insatiable fiend.
There are like different tribes like that for different expansions, and they have different little beast tribe quests you can do for them. You can earn currency and they'll like trust you more, and some of them are for crafting, some of them are for other things, but you get like unique rewards from them. It's really cool, and they're one of them, and they're so amazing. That whole area, the music there makes me so happy.
You, give the butcher your weapon.
Yes, my lord.
Out of water.
A reward given in recognition of your service. I trust it will prove more capable than its former owner.
I swear, I'll not disappoint you, my lord.
She pisses me off. I forgot she existed.
Good. Now, silence that mewling little piglet. I will not hear another sound pass her lips. Until I strip the fat from her.
My god. Well, that is a lot less positive of a front to leave off on than we just were at. So that's sad. I really hope she ends up okay. Didn't seem too promising there. Depends on more so if he just wants us to hear about it. Her being killed or something and is off so that we come to him, or if he wants to hold her so that we will like show up. I would hope the second option, but never know with him. Wow, the main story's not taking us to Limsa in so long. Been there for like, you know, crafting and stuff, but man. Be very tall, man. Back in Eorzea set. I'm talking too fast. Back in Eorzea at last, ready to pick up where we left off and finish the fight. We're not who we were when we left. We're stronger and wiser. But let's do it. Let's get back to Alamigo and defeat Xenos once for all. Pants. Okay. I guess maybe we're gonna pick up this quest from Alphino and stopping point. I really need to eat dinner, but I'm very into this right now. Here we are, home at last. I must say the journey passed more quickly than I had expected. That would be due to the absence of otherworldly interference, I expect. I should be glad if we didn't speak of that unpleasantness again. But in spite of all that and more, we returned better for the experience, and more importantly, triumphant. Indeed, and with Doma freed of imperial oppression, it is only right that we turn our thoughts to the plight of Alamigo. Well, I'm all for that, obviously, but I think you should go and see the refugees at Revenant's Toll before doing anything else. They'll be thrilled to hear what we've accomplished, and it'd sound best coming from you. Thank you. I shall do as you suggest. I swear Elizabeth needs to eat, and we've been so excited to play, she's been pushing it farther back. Yeah, I definitely had that problem. If it wasn't for the fact that I was streaming, I used to just eat like half of my meals of this game because I just could not stop playing. But I don't exactly want to be munching into the microphone. I see I'm not too late. Wow, we have not seen her in a minute. Admiral, what are you doing here? The East Aldenard Trading Company informed me of your impending arrival. I have tidings I thought would be best to share with you in person. From Girabanya? Aye, the Alliance still holds the wall, despite several Imperial counterattacks. We have been unable to press further into occupied territory. Commander Kemp and his men, meanwhile, have made great strides towards rebuilding their depleted ranks. They've even taken it upon themselves to attempt a few operations, with mixed results, I'm sorry to say. It was a complicated arising from one such venture which moved me to seek you out. I like that new head tilt that we keep doing. At least I feel like it's new. During a mission to transport wounded resistance fighters to the Rising Stones. Well, I don't remember if her name was pronounced Krill or Kryl. It's been a while since I saw her. I'm sorry to offend her. Taken prisoner. Kryl? Do they know where she's being held? I don't think you want to know that, bestie. I don't think you want to know that. They do not, but your comrades were informed at once, and I am told Thancred is in Girabanya looking for her as we speak. Yeah, it's been a hot minute since we saw Thancred. How could this have happened? We must seek out Thancred without delay. Nay, Ryle taught me better than that. It would be unwise to act without first acquiring a full understanding of the situation. Thank you for informing us. Tired though we may be, we must make haste to Castrum Orins. Pray excuse us, Admiral, Lady Ugiri. Well, this has been a really, really exciting day for story. Sad, definitely at some points. Did somebody order pizza? But we have definitely accomplished a lot today. Very exciting. I love the like ambient like talking track outside of Limsa. It makes it a great place to AFK. It feels very alive. I can't imagine how many people are about to load in a second. But that is definitely the quest we will leave off on. I need to eat dinner. I've got some stuff to do. But we will definitely be back at this Wednesday. I'm trying to stay variety, but right now this is the variety. I guess it's kind of an okay way to do it. If you don't mind me asking, what are you planning to eat? I, quote unquote, meal prepped some chicken tenders yesterday to make with rice. So I'm gonna go make some rice and slice up the chicken I made, and I'm gonna eat that, and it's gonna be wonderful. Do you guys have any plans for what you're gonna eat? If you don't mind, I would love to know. I love new dinner ideas and shit. I don't know. Everybody's finally loading in now on here. But I feel like that's a good way to do variety. If I'm like not feeling this game one day, or we'll totally play something else. But right now, just kind of like going through like what I feel like playing at the time. And right now, this is definitely that. I'm gonna just teleport. I don't know, somewhere not here. I'm having my internet issues, and the Limsa Aetherite are not mixing right now. Fried rice and egg drop soup. Oh my goodness, that sounds great. Eat ramen. Need to Google the chicken tenders, FFXIV, misheard. I will definitely do that as soon as I get off of here. I don't know what it is, but it sounds fun. But we will definitely be back here Wednesday and most likely Friday. I'm not gonna lie, we'll probably be playing the same thing. But we will definitely be here. I'm always here at the same time, 7 p.m. Eastern. I've got it all on my schedule on my channel. I know that puts that in everybody's time zones. And I will go ahead real quick and yeah, I will go ahead and put my socials in the chat. I always post if there's any sort of thing where I need to be late, or if I'm sick and like need to cancel a stream. Those are always on my Instagram. Some pictures of my cat. I always post around when I'm going live. Just like pictures of my setup, stuff I'm up to. It's fun. And I've got other stuff on there. I don't even remember. There's a lot of them, but I put them all in one link. Nifty. I think that's what it says. Yeah, how nifty. It is nifty, actually. But we'll definitely be back here, Wednesday, and I am so excited to see where it goes. I don't imagine, because my game is freaking out. I don't imagine that whole sentence there. I don't imagine we have too much left of Stormblood, but I don't know. I just logged in. You okay? Sure. Go ahead and send me a friend request before I log off. I don't mind at all. Behemoth. Alright, there you go. But I'm definitely gonna get off here and eat my dinner. And get some more water. If you gotta eat some dinner, you know, do what you gotta do. Drink your water, take care of yourselves. And thanks everybody for stopping by. I'm so excited to continue the story and get to Shadowbringers. Be ready for Endwalker. And maybe we'll be ready early and we can just mess around and level some classes on the side. That'll be super fun. But I will see you guys Wednesday, 7 p.m. Eastern, and we'll be continuing Stormblood. Hope everybody has a nice night. Bye. Thank you for tuning in. I hope you have, I definitely have ate something, but then, just continue leveling as much as you feel like it. I'm really glad you guys are enjoying the game. Bye. Thank you.